Okay, this is my creative writing piece on belonging. We have to do a story of our own experience for English. It's either to do with times where you felt like you've belonged or you haven't belonged. So mine's a bit of both. It's sort of where I have belonged and where I haven't belonged. And yeah, it's due next Friday. Just let me know what you think of it. It's a written piece, but I'm gonna read it out for you guys to hear. So yeah, and it's basically just talks about horses and where I felt like I haven't belonged at school and stuff. So yeah, enjoy. I don't feel like I belong at all when it comes to horses. My example, the other night I was having an argument with Dad. What's new? And horses somehow come into the argument, and I said, "Horses are my life," and Dad's reply was, "You don't own one, you ride one every 3 weeks. How can they be your life?" As if to rub it in my face that I rarely get to ride or be around horses. Mind you, nothing I do is ever good enough for my father. It feels like I have to change my personality to impress the world. Based on the fact that I have and show a love for horses, people think it's fun to pick on me. I get picked on by teachers, family, friends, etc. All the non-horsey people tend to pick on me. I usually fit in well with the horsey people, and more than half the people I know are horsey. When I'm with the horses, I'm the happiest girl on this earth because I feel safe with them, and they don't hurt me emotionally. That's how I feel, and it probably will never change. The people I feel most comfortable with are horsey people. There are so many snobby people in this world. The type of people that would say, "I'm better and more experienced than you because I have my own horse." They think they're better than people who don't have their own horse just because they have their own horses. They think they're all that. I hate those types of people. I know most horsey people over YouTube, and I get along really well with most of them. I absolutely love watching other people's horsey videos on YouTube. A lot of them are so beautiful. I love watching other people ride and work with their horses. I also pick up some tips about horses that I didn't know before. People think I'm some sort of freak because I love horses, but if one of my friends told me to choose between my friendship with them or my bond with a horse, I wouldn't think about it. I'd choose the horse over anyone. When I fight with my best friend, she tends to get really personal, and it's usually about horses. In our last fight, she told me I knew nothing about horses, only how to ride them. Little did she know I have heaps of horsey knowledge, because I've been riding since I was about 9. It hurts when the closest person to me says hurtful stuff like that. I usually say to people, if you're going to accept me, then horses are part of the deal. I also felt like I didn't fit in when I was at school. Everyone had a group of friends to sit with. I had no one. I sat by myself for about a year. I couldn't stand all the bullying and bitchiness, so I left earlier than I was supposed to. I was supposed to stay and complete year 11, but I gave up in July 2007 and left halfway through year 11. I went to an all-girls school. That's why I hated it so much. I was there for 4.5 years and I got bullied a lot. This is how my depression started. The best year of my entire life was probably year 9, 2005. I had the best group of friends ever, and I sat with them for a year until we split up and I left the group. After that, the girls in the group turned most of my previous friends against me. It wasn't until 2006 that I officially started taking horse riding lessons. In the 3 years I've been riding, I've been to 3 riding stables in total, including the one I'm at now. I had a hard time fitting in with the people at my last 2 riding stables, because the people there were really snobby, and Mum thought so too. So we left. well, technically the owner kicked me out of my last riding stable for a really stupid reason. Now I ride at Ermidale Equestrian Centre in Arcadia with a lovely lady called Susan Emery. She owns the equestrian centre with her husband Tony, and they make us feel so welcome, like family. Sue only does private lessons, so I learn a lot more than I did at other riding schools, because I always had group lessons at previous riding schools and learnt hardly anything. I rarely get to ride or be around horses, and that's what makes me so unhappy. Like I have nothing left to live for. People make my life a living misery. I don't need the pain. People are just jealous because I have goals and dreams and they don't. I don't need people in my life who are going to constantly bring me down and lower me to their level. They're not worth it, and I think they're a complete waste of time. I'd also like to add that because I have the horses, I don't really need anybody else, so like a lot of the time I tend to keep to myself because I don't need the pain of people telling me what I can and can't do with horses and stuff, because I think I know them pretty well, and I have 1,000 books on horses. I've loved them all my life, which is like 18 years, 18 and a half years, and I first started riding when I was about 9, and I didn't start taking proper riding lessons till I was about 15. But yeah, so, and my auntie was teaching me a lot of horse stuff, and she taught me Western. Like a lot of the stuff she was teaching me was how to ride Western, and I was kind of, after I'd been taking lessons, she would still teach me Western stuff, and I had no idea what she was talking about because I ride English, so it's kind of confusing. But like, I've seen a lot of Western pleasure and stuff on YouTube, and it looks really confusing. I think I'd just go for the English stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. Well, too bad if you didn't, because it's my story and my English assignment. But yeah, it's just because our teacher wanted us to write something on our own experience, because we're studying belonging in English. So yeah, I hope you liked it, and thanks a lot for listening. Bye.
Look at all that.
Yeah.
That's what she did. This is clean, you know.